Welcome to my madness, ladies and gentlemen. Today we're going to be taking a look at the Mangler from McFarlane Toys Spawn line back in the 90s. This is one I've been wanting to get a hold of for a while because I actually had this one back in the 90s when I was collecting, and I always thought it was just the coolest looking werewolf figure ever. Is it the best werewolf figure ever? I don't know. Probably not. Is it like my personal favorite? Yeah, it kind of is. And, you know, I've been wanting to re-pick him up for a long time. He doesn't have the greatest articulation or anything like that. We've got to remember, this is an old, I want to say, probably around a 1996 Spawn figure. And you can see all the other McFarlane Spawn goodness there on the back. This is an older figure. This is from the 90s, but it's still a really, really cool sculpt. But before we get too far into that, let's go ahead. We're going to crack him open, see if this is something that's still worth picking up and adding to your collection in today's day and age. All right, so we got him out of the package, and once I got him out of the package, I remembered one downside about this figure, and that is that he's kind of hard to get to stand up because he doesn't have as much articulation as you would want to kind of get him in just the right position. So essentially, to get him to stand up properly, you kind of have to, you know, have him like this, where he's actually holding his staff in his hand as like another point of contact to kind of keep him up. I mean, he can stand if you take that out of his hand, if you balance it just right. But for as big as his feet are, and the fact that he's got a tail there at the back that could be a third point of contact on the ground, he's not real stable. And it's because, as you can see here, everything kind of just juts forward on him. The head, the arms, the knees, everything. So his center of balance is kind of off. However, the sculpt itself is just phenomenal. I love this thing. I love the way it looks. I love the head sculpt on this guy. As far as articulation goes, you know, we've got the jaw there. We've got basic rotation there on the head. The arms do come out a little bit, but not much. Single jointed elbows there. He's only got joints there at the hips for the feet, nothing else there. And then you can rotate the tail there, and that's it. Like, that is all the articulation this guy has. So you are definitely, in today's day and age, not buying this guy because he's a well-articulated figure. You're buying him because he looks cool, which is exactly why I bought him. It's exactly why I used to love this figure. So that's pretty much it. Now, he also does come with this head sculpt piece right here, which I don't remember what this is or why it comes with this. Pretty sure the original one I had back in the 90s, I probably lost this thing a long time ago and forgot about it. I didn't remember this even came with this guy, so I don't know what that's for. But again, you're buying this for the looks. You're not buying it for the articulation, because the articulation, quite frankly, sucks on this guy. But I did want to show you some comparisons to some other figures here. So this is one of my favorite old school 90s McFarlane figures. That's Super Patriot there from Savage Dragon. I love that figure. I love it because it is 6-inch scale and it looks fantastic. If you want to do a little bit more of a modern comparison, we've got a 20th anniversary Captain America there. If for some reason you wanted one of your Marvel legends, Captain America, to fight a big werewolf guy with spikes on his back, that's what it would look like. And then probably my other absolute favorite werewolf figure ever, and that is this McFarlane 6-inch scale Fortnite werewolf. I love this figure. I've had it forever. I love that it's a 6-inch scale figure. Fortnite or not, I don't care about Fortnite. Never have cared about Fortnite, but I absolutely love this figure. He looks great. You know, is this right here the best werewolf figure ever? No, of course not. There's so many great ones that have come out, especially in the last couple years, that are just beautifully articulated, sculpted, just wonderful, you know, werewolf figures. And they're all better than this one, and hell, they're better than this one too. However, these are just like favorites of mine. I love the art style that Todd McFarlane was busting out. And honestly, just Image Comics in general back in the 90s. And the Mangler was just always such a cool looking werewolf character. And I do think, minus the articulation problems, that this figure really exemplifies just the look and the sculpt of this. And I would absolutely love to see a more modern version of this with better articulation. I think that would be awesome. And who knows? I mean, Todd McFarlane's done so much stuff. Maybe he has done one and I just don't remember it. But I still love this old 90s one. I think it looks fantastic. I think despite its downsides, it's still a really cool looking piece to put in a display, and I'm glad I picked it up. Now let's talk about price here, because we want to talk about whether or not it's worth picking up. I paid $10 for this guy, and that is one of the things that I love right now as a modern collector in 2025 about old school 90s McFarlane figures, and that is that they just don't fetch a high price. I mean, you have a few here and there that do, but for the most part, you can get most McFarlane figures in that $10 to $20 range. So if there's something cool you want, like, it's pretty easy to find, and they're not going to be very expensive. At 10 to 20 bucks, is this figure worth it? I'd say hell yes. I mean, certainly to me. You guys may have a completely different opinion, but just to have something this cool sculpted, like, it looks awesome, and certainly worth the 10 bucks. And, you know, like I said, I mean, even at 20 bucks, I'd look at this thing and still be like, yeah, that's pretty damn sweet. So anyway, let me know in the comment section down below what you guys think, not just of the McFarlane stuff, not just this thing, but let me know in the comment section what your favorite werewolf action figure is. Is it something old school like this? Is it some of those new ones? What's that new one that came out? The William the Bloody or something like that? I can't remember. That thing was great. Is it a McFarlane Fortnite figure like that? Let me know in the comment section down below. So anyway, that's it, guys. I appreciate you watching, and always remember to enjoy your collection.